Pop Squat. Coming at you. As you might be able to tell from the last video, if you watched it, I have moved my camera once again. I still have a cold, but I wanted to do an extra track today. This is something that Eli sent in a while ago when I was talking about, how I lost my job and life sucks. And he said, hey, here's a bunch of tracks that I listen to just for fun when I need a break. And I have appreciated them because a couple of them I have found to be awesome. This is another one that I have no idea what it's going to be like. Susumu Hirasawa with Echoes. I know nothing about this. In fact, let me see if I can do a little Google foo. Search Google. Echoes. Yep, there it is. It's on Spotify. No, nothing from... Well, let's see what this says on Spotify and what this says about the artist, because I don't know the artist at all either. SimCity 1995. What? SimCity like SimCity? There was a SimCity card game that I sold in the 90s, which is kind of funny. Let's see. Wow, a lot of followers, a lot of monthly listeners, mixing elements of progressive rock, spacey new age atmospheres, and electro pop. Susumu Hirasawa is known for his time in bands including the chart-topping new wave group P Model, never heard of them, as a soundtrack composer and as a charting solo artist. After hitting #1 in Japan with P Model's second album Land Sail in 1980, he made his solo debut with 1989's Water in Time and Space. Hirasawa maintained a solo career thereafter and branched into anime scoring with projects in the 90s series Berserk, while continuing to release music with P Model. The latter issued their final album, Music Industrial Wastes, P Model or Die, in 1999, with a vibrant style that's playful as well as... Never heard of this guy. Never heard of P Model. Super interesting to hear about this. That's style that's playful as well as intense. Hirasawa's scoring work in the decade to follow included Berserk franchise video games and the anime film Paprika 2006. In the meantime, his 10th solo album 2009's Planet Roll Call cracked Japan's top 50, still climbing the charts in his 60s. He reached a solo career high with number 32 with 2015's The Man Climbing the Hologram, his 13th solo album. Crazy. There's a ton of information about this guy. Yeah, I've never heard of him. Is there anything here about SimCity? No, there's not. Huh. Really interesting. See, you never know. You never know what you're going to find. It's absolutely fascinating. I didn't know anything about this. Never heard anything about it. So why does it say SimCity? From the album SimCity. It must be one of his albums? I don't think it's based on the computer game SimCity. Yeah, it's definitely not the logo. It must be something else. Let's get into this. Let's see. Echoes is the name of the track. Susumu Hirasawa, somebody I should probably know more about because it sounds like he made music for a long time. And I like new wave. I like 80s music because, I was a kid then. 6 minutes, 19 seconds. Let's do it. Echoes from Susumu Hirasawa. And I know I'm probably not pronouncing that anywhere near to correct. Relax. Gotta admit, I'm happy to hear the drums come in because I was a little bit afraid that we were going to have like a 6-minute long kind of chanty Enigma style track that was going to be kind of a boring thing to watch of me just sitting here going do do do. And that could still be what ends up happening, but the beat actually gives me a little bit more something to listen to and be interested in. So I mean, it sounds good, and it definitely reminds me of Enigma in its own sort of way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, absolutely reminds me of the band I just talked about, Enigma, and sort of that chanting sort of thing that they do. Well, it was literally Gregorian chants. Also reminds me of somebody else, and I will see if I can come up with it as I'm listening. Definitely gives me a little bit of a feel of, and this is kind of a weird one, but some of Peter Gabriel stuff. Yeah, from Up and Us. Probably especially Us. I think Us was the album he made after his breakup with somebody. Soundtrack became his biggest selling release. Good, great album. Oh, there you go. Rosanna Arquette. His breakup from Rosanna Arquette and sort of that relationship and everything that happened with it. And it was a very sad, peaceful, contemplative sort of album. And this very much reminds me of that, if not in style necessarily, in the feel of it. This reminds me of that album. Yeah, it's good. Very much not something I would normally listen to here on the channel, but like I said, this is something that Eli sent in to me specifically because he's like, hey, this is stuff I like to listen to when I'm having a hard day, and think you might enjoy it. It's a very solid, very nice sounding track. Like, it also very much fits into like what I'm listening to in the spa, which was not my intention today. I like it though. It's nice. Just sort of, it puts you in that very calm, contemplative sort of mood. It's a good track. Thank you for sending it in, Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. That's this stuff over here. These little buttons and things, ring the bell, all that sort of stuff. If you go over here, you can CashApp, PayPal, or Patreon me. Join my Patreon, and send me stuff to listen to. I would appreciate it very, 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 very much. And that's about it. I'll be back with a couple more tracks. Have yourself a good night, or a good day, or good morning, or whenever you listen to my music. I hope you enjoy yourself. My videos, not my music. Bye-bye.